Oh, hi, welcome to the Dragon Talkabouts. This is where I talk about stuff and there's no specific topic about it. So, I am going to give my Bash in Berlin predictions. And trust me, they're gonna be very, very bad. So, Bash in Berlin, I don't think has ever happened. I think this is the first time it has happened, and probably the only time. And I'm gonna give my predictions on the pay-per-view. The first matchup I got, well, let's start off with the official matchups already. Cody versus Kevin, and Randy versus Gunther. I got Damian versus Balor as the third one, because in SummerSlam 2024, Finn Balor betrayed Damian Priest by giving Gunther the World Heavyweight Championship, and then he started the new Judgment Day with him, Dominic Mysterio, Liv Morgan, JD McDonough, and Carlito. And I think I think that is going to be one, because it just makes sense knowing about all the storylines happening on Raw. So, like, it just seems like something they would do. It makes sense because they have been building up the Judgment Day for like 2 years now, I think. So yeah, they should definitely have Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. And there's going to be 5 matches, I think. So Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes, and Gunther versus Randy, Damian versus Balor. The next one I got is Roman versus Solo. And it makes sense. And it's the reason it makes sense is because, bro, have you seen SmackDown? Have you seen SummerSlam? Roman Reigns turned face after turning, just like I predicted, just like the whole WWE universe predicted. That was very easy to point out because it felt like the right moment, having Solo in his first ever title match up against Cody Rhodes, the person that beat Roman. And while Roman was taking a break from one of the longest title reigns ever, he let Solo be in charge of becoming the tribal chief, and with that he injured Jimmy Uso and kicked him out, and then he got Tama Tonga, the Botch, King, and Tonga Loa, Jacob Fatu, and him. So basically, that it seems simple, right? Of course they're gonna do this, but I actually got interference. Jimmy Uso, let's say Solo Sikoa actually proves that he's worthy, and it's a 1, a 2. Solo gets pulled out the ring, and it's Extreme Rules, Bloodline Rules, or Tribal Combat, whichever one. I know, like, in Tribal Combat there's not supposed to be interference, but when they did it in SummerSlam 2023, Jimmy Uso and Solo came out. So I think that Solo Sikoa will be pulled out by Jimmy and Jay, and they both super kick him at like the same time when he's like on his knees, just now like getting up. And then he puts him back in the ring. Roman runs across the ropes and goes for spear. 1, 2, 3. That, honestly, depending on how the match is, if it's like your typical Roman match where it's like a 30-minute matchup, and then we get to like the big climax, then it'll still be amazing. As long as Jimmy returns in Bash in Berlin. And now the final matchup. Call me crazy. Don't call me crazy. That ain't nice. But the final matchup I got is Braun Breaker versus Sheamus. Sounds out of character, I know, because I was lying. Pete Dunne versus Sheamus. I like seeing Sheamus almost getting hit by the Shillelagh or whatever it is. It doesn't sound intimidating at all, but it's like it can knock you out, basically. With how it looks like it can actually knock you out. So, like, I just love seeing the goofy named weapon get into use by Pete Dunne of all people onto Sheamus of all people when they were in the Brawling Brutes together. It makes no sense. Maybe Sheamus betrayed Pete Dunne once. I don't know. I don't know why this whole Pete Dunne thing happened. It's goofy. Pete Dunne might be a heel, but I always thought he was a face, so. And yeah, so that is my SummerSlam predictions. You may call me crazy for the very last one, but I just think it makes some sense compared to like if I did Ronda Rousey versus Lyra whatever her name is, the leader of that group with Toni Storm, Shayna Baszler, that person, against Io Sky. That is one. But I ain't just gonna sit here for another 45 minutes and talk about the last matchup. I got Pete Dunne and Sheamus. Bye.